tomorrow is my divorce day. This moment I have looked forward to. Cannot wait. I'm so impressed and proud of myself that I have been able to get through this divorce alone. So I'm going to hold that with a lot of pride.
Tomorrow's Christmas. I'm just crying because of how hard it's been not having my husband.
Honestly, I'm not sure what she expected. Divorce is difficult for anyone, and it can leave people emotionally drained for a long time. But today, we've got some of the wildest divorce moments and clips from around the internet, and you won't want to miss a single one.
Watching my ex thrive, it's a beautiful thing, but it's really triggering for me because I walked away with literally having to start over after 12 years of starting over, of wondering if I'm going to be able to keep a roof over my head with my boys and not being able to just go out and play in our backyard like we used to, and wondering if I'm going to be able to feed them.
And you know what, man? Any guy who gets left, maybe his wife divorces him or his girlfriend leaves him, every man should strive to achieve this level of success and thrive this much that your former girlfriend or your ex-wife opens up her front camera and tells the world your success literally is triggering her. She literally said it triggers her.
It's honestly sad to see someone who once claimed to love another person now speaking badly about them online simply because they're doing better after the breakup. That alone says a lot about someone's character.
Where are the men that have money?
Here comes the bullshit.
I'm not trying to be funny, I'm for real. Where are the men that pull in money?
The Delilahs prove again that their prime directive is to find a wealthy man that doesn't mind being a walking ATM.
No free lunch for you.
I'm not asking because I want you to send me anything, because I'm not a materialistic person. I never talk about what I have. I never flash what I have. But I just want to know what y'all think.
Why?
From my experience, men who complain about buying a woman a gift, they're broke.
Oh, shit!
Translation, any man who won't allow her to juice him like a Tropicana orange at breakfast is broke.
Because men who have money, that doesn't faze them, because they have money, it's always flowing in, and they use it on the things that they want.
No successful man is stupid.
If I was trying to get a woman's attention, this is what I would do. Send her a gift.
I ain't kidding.
The reality is that most financially successful men are usually looking for someone who values them for who they are, not just for what they can provide. Being overly focused on money can be a major turnoff.
So you decided to get Wingstop without me? Look at that. Look at all the stuff you already ate. You got Wingstop.
Good, bro. You don't be cooking, so what you expect me to do?
So you went out your way to go get Wingstop. Ate the whole what?
Tell them how you just wanted to make me... Face the camera at me.
What?
Just wanted to make me some noodles. I'm not gonna sit here eating noodles all the time.
So you went out your way and you got... what count did you get, actually?
Don't worry about it.
A 10-piece count. And you decided not to even give me one. You decided to share. I was in the room.
Bro, you always offering me noodles. Always offering me noodles. I don't want to eat noodles, so I'm gonna go get what I want to eat.
I was in the room, minding my own business, and I come out here, and you're eating Wingstop.
Okay.
And you
go eat some noodles. You want the noodles? Eat noodles.
Who does that stuff, Kevin?
Kevin Howard.
That's so ridiculous. You know I love Wingstop, and you decide to sit here and not give me Wingstop? Huh?
Girl, bye.
So just for that, I'm actually going to give you noodles for the rest of your fucking eternity.
Just looking at this guy's expression, it's obvious that he's completely exhausted. It feels like this probably isn't the first time something like this has happened. If someone comes home drained from work and constantly feels unappreciated, frustration is eventually going to build up.
A woman lost her temper and yelled at airport staff after missing her flight. Her husband had boarded the plane just a few minutes earlier and left the airport, leaving her behind because she insisted on getting Starbucks. The man posted about the incident on Reddit, explaining what happened as they were about to continue their trip. The wife was set on getting coffee, and the husband suggested they grab it from a store near their gate, but she insisted on going to Starbucks. which was far from their gate. He told her they didn't have enough time, but she went anyway. When boarding started, the husband called her 4 times to ask where she was. On the 4th call, she said she was heading back to the terminal because the line at Starbucks was ridiculously long. The gate agent told him they couldn't hold the plane any longer, so he boarded without her. He completely left her behind. The angry wife then exploded at the gate. Reddit users quickly pointed out that a wife is a partner and an equal, not a doormat or servant, encouraging her to make a plan to leave him. She later posted an update saying she had indeed made a plan to leave. She deserves so much better and shouldn't have to put up with his disrespect.
I think both people share some responsibility here. Waiting until the last minute to grab Starbucks before boarding wasn't exactly a smart decision, but at the same time, the husband choosing to board without her probably came after he had
Okay, so I just got into my car after going on a date, right? And let me just tell you something. I don't know what the deal is with like men now, but I had told him prior that I will be having pre and post date expenses, and is that okay? And are you going to cover them? And I don't know if he wasn't listening or like what the deal was or whatever, but when I handed him the white envelope, he looked shocked, and then he opened it and it's receipts. Hello, pre post date expenses. Hello, like what kind of females do you be dating? You know what I'm saying? So anyway, so I handed it to him and he literally looked shocked at me and said, I can't cover this. It was $478 for pre and post date expenses. You asked me on a date, and mind you, we really didn't even have that good a conversation because he was on his phone the whole time, and I have a very strict no phone policy on dates. Hello, you're here to pay attention to me. Look at all the effort that I had to put into going on this date, and now you have a problem with pre and post date expenses? Are you fucking kidding?
Asking someone you've only recently started dating to pay for your makeup is a pretty big request. Everyone wants to look their best, but expecting someone else to cover that expense before you're even officially in a relationship doesn't...
You inherited $400,000?
No, I didn't.
Who inherited the rest of that, then?
I don't know what you're referring to. The rest of what?
When you received that IRA, you did not tell me that it was $400,000 to be split amongst you, your brother, your parents, and your mom's brother.
I did not tell you that. And I also can't speak to what other people have inherited. I can only speak to what
I'm asking you if that is what you said to me.
I already just answered it. No, I didn't tell you that.
Ma'am, you haven't produced any documents to show that anything has been hidden, and I've given you some leeway to get into that, and you simply come back to the same thing, that he's hiding stuff, but you don't have any documentation that he's hiding anything. So unless you can produce anything, you need to go into a different line of questioning.
I have asked for alimony, so I don't know why that's not being discussed. He kept me home since 2010, so I do not understand why I would not be getting it. He has paid for everything up until, he hasn't even stopped right now. So, I mean, you've taken care of it for that long.
You see what I'm saying? Because he's been taking care of it that long, she just expects him to continue taking care of it in the form of alimony and child support. Oh, and a free house. Oh, and all the inheritance that he may or may not have got of his parents. She wants that, but he was obviously smart enough to either hide it or it never existed in the first place. I'll let you guys decide which one is true. But anyway, let's get on to the final bit. This is when the judge basically tells her what she's getting, and yeah, she's not exactly too happy.
When I come up and calculate all of the amounts owed back and forth to the parties in this matter, it looks like that there is quite frankly, the court looks at its minimal amount, means that the plaintiff would be entitled to receive the sum of $1,304.45 to equalize all of the personal property and the 401k. So the court would order that she would in fact receive that money, the $1,304.45, either through a payment by the plaintiff to her, which shall occur within 90 days of today's date, or through a quadro for that particular amount. I'll leave it up to your client as to what he wants to do, being that it's a minimum amount. He may want to simply pay that in cash. If he does, then the amount under the 401k is awarded solely to him, free and clear of any claim on the part of the defense.
The way she's speaking comes across as incredibly entitled. They're divorced now, so expecting him to keep paying all of her expenses simply because he used to isn't exactly realistic.
Why are you sleeping in the car?
Voice.
Why are you sleeping in the car?
I need some rest.
So why wouldn't you come inside?
Because I can't rest in here.
Is your life that terrible that you need to be in the car?
Peace and quiet.
Come inside, baby.
No.
Come on.
No. Just close the door, please.
You can't even grant him that.
Well, I'm gonna come and sit next to you.
That's not peace and quiet. He said no. Poor guy.
Did you just lock the door? Open the door. Open me up for what?
You need to leave. I need you gone. Like you gotta go.
Get the stepping.
Can we revisit this after the holidays?
No. Today. We not doing that after holidays and prolonging this whole process. No.
So you're gonna ruin the holidays for everyone, for the kids, for
the holidays
my family.
Wasn't on your mind when you did what you did. Hey, we're not doing this. This is cyclical. Reconciliation is always a reclamation. It is always a recycle. We're not. No, you gotta go.
Are you really doing this right now?
No, you doing that right now on the camera?
I've been trying. I've done everything that you asked me to do.
You're being real studio right now. You gotta go.
I know I can fix it. Please.
You need to rectify with yourself.
That first man sleeping in his car looked completely exhausted. Whether it's constant arguments, a stressful home environment, or simply being unable to rest inside the house, sometimes people reach a point where they'll do whatever they have to just to get some.
Did you hear what Tom Brady did to his ex-wife? Allegedly, when his wife filed for divorce, she demanded half of his property. Only the court told her that her millionaire husband owned nothing. Apparently, all of his property is registered under his mother's name. Because he transferred his assets to his mother, he technically owns nothing, which means he doesn't owe her anything. Now, instead of transferring the assets to another person, he could have set up a trust and appointed himself as the beneficiary. That way, it's a separate legal entity, just like a person, but it's way more secure. Which means his assets are not only protected from divorce, but also legal claims and creditors. So what do you think? Is this bad or totally brilliant?
Honestly, I think his decision was a smart one. Whether he placed his assets into a trust or transferred them into a family member's name, it was a practical way to protect what he'd worked for.
It's not my keys.
You're signing these papers.
I'm not signing nothing. No, I'm not. I told you I'm not signing this.
Since she's been born.
This paper, I'm not signing. I'm not signing that. You want this is her decision to get divorced. So why should I pay for her daughter that's not mine biologically? Whether you think I adopted her or not, I took care of her.
Give us 15 and we'll figure this out.
Okay, you might need 15. You know what I'm saying?
You just thrown away 7 years of being in your daughter's
You're throwing away 7 years.
You raised her.
This was your idea, not mine.
You raised her. We were together.
This is your idea, not mine.
You know what?
Was it not your idea to get divorced?
Look, we're not getting anywhere.
Okay.
Let's just take 15 minutes to cool off.
How you don't want to help me take care of Shirley?
Yo, you being unprofessional.
How you don't want to help me take care of Shirley?
You're very unprofessional.
So what am I supposed to tell Shirley? So what am I supposed to tell her?
Tell her that we
So what
get
am I
divorced.
supposed to tell her?
Okay, I'm not
So
signing that.
you just walking out her life completely?
Yes, I am. I'm closing this chapter in my life.
If the child isn't biologically his, it's understandable why he wouldn't feel responsible for continuing to provide financially, especially when she was the one who decided to end the marriage.
The court notified me that my final decree of divorce has been approved by the judge. I know that it sucks being alone. I come home and I'm alone. I go everywhere alone. I don't hardly talk to him anymore. I don't blame him. I filed for the divorce.
So I'm sure people are wondering, well, you filed. Why are you so upset? Why are you crying? Just because you make a decision that you think is going to end up making things better doesn't mean that you have to give up the fact that you love that person or that you did it because you were trying or whatever. I've never met anybody like him, and I've never loved anybody like him either, but I don't want a divorce. I still am very much in love with my husband.
Of course, someone can still have feelings for their ex after a divorce. But once those divorce papers are filed, it's unrealistic to expect everything to simply go back to the way it was. And you definitely won't want to miss this final.
What could this be? What could this be? It's not shaking. It's not my necklace, I don't think. Let's open this up. Ooh, it feels kind of thick. Okay, hold on. It may be. Hey, this better be a ticket to Dubai for 2 weeks straight, round trip. Because you know I've been wanting to go to Dubai.
Open it up. Yeah, read it.
What is this?
You know what it is? I just want you to know that I know. Nevaeh is not mine. She's not my daughter.
Why did you do this tonight out of one night? Why?
Because I wanted you to know that I know Nevaeh is not mine. I've had doubts. So I got a DNA test. Nevaeh is not mine. She's not my daughter.
Why would you do this? She loves you though. Why would you do this?
She's not my daughter. Why would you do this? Why would you cheat?
I didn't cheat.
Why would you cheat on me?
I didn't.
That's proof right there. DNA test. Nevaeh is not my daughter.
But babe, really? Out of all days, you had 3 years to give this to me. Now you want to give this to me?
Alright, well listen. You and Nevaeh got to the end of the month to get out of my house.
You're kidding, right?
I'm not kidding.
But that's your
and
daughter.
your daughter have to the end of the month to get out of my house.
But that's
Kelly.
your daughter.
It's not my daughter, Kelly.
Yes, it is.
The paperwork says it's not my daughter.
Why would you do this?
I am not the father.
No. Stop, babe. Can we just talk? You're looking around my face. Can we just talk? Get it?
The craziest part is that her first reaction wasn't to take responsibility. Instead, she immediately started complaining about the timing and defending herself, even though the situation ultimately came from her own choices. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.